Salam and hello everybody. I hope you're all doing really well. So in this video I share some bulk breakfast meal prep that I did last week, and hopefully you get some ideas for breakfast. Just for some background info in case you're new, welcome first of all. So we're a family of 8, 2 adults, 6 children. The eldest is 16, youngest is 9.5 months. Probably 10 months nearly, isn't he? Yeah, he's almost 10 months, mashallah. So yeah, those are the people that we're catering for, or I'm catering for, should I say. So the first thing I made were these eggy fingers. I don't know what else to call them, but I got a load of eggs on offer and I thought, that's it, I'm gonna bulk prep me some breakfast. You know, what do you do when you got a load of eggs? Use them up, that's what you do. So I first of all took out a load of bread slices, and then the first thing you need to do is grease a large baking dish or tray. So I used 12 bread slices. Change the amount depending on how many people there are in your family or the size of dish that you use. And I'm just cutting off the edges. And then line the baking dish with the slices of bread. So I've got 2 layers. One layer would have been a little bit thin. And because my kids are obsessed with salami, I put a layer of salami on. You could put anything, tuna, chicken, or just egg if you wanted, obviously with some, you know, seasoning and stuff. But yeah, I've got 12 eggs there and some spring onion, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of paprika, and half a teaspoon of coarse black pepper. And to give it some fluffiness, I added a teaspoon of baking powder, and then I just whisked that all together. And once it's all nice and whisked, pour it evenly over the contents of the baking dish, so the bread and the salami slices. And to finish off, grate a lovely layer of cheese. And then pop it in the oven for however long it says on screen. I actually overcooked mine, as you can see. So yeah, I left it for 30 minutes. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got distracted. And yeah, so mine's slightly overcooked. So yeah, 15 to 20 minutes should be fine. Or just check regularly and make sure it's not kind of looking burnt like mine is, unless you like it like that. And I'm just slicing the eggy fingers to make eggy fingers. I don't even know why I called them that, but yeah, these are kind of slices. And why I like these is because it's like an all-in-one breakfast. You've got the bread, you've got the egg, you've got the salami, and it's like all cooked together, baked together, and you can just have it on the go. It's especially good for kids before school, isn't it? The next thing I made was a load of flapjacks. I've got some chocolate chips or drops that I'm gonna pop into my flapjacks, but you can't go wrong with flapjacks. Have I said flapjacks enough? You've got your porridge oats in there. Well, I put butter in, so 250 grams of butter, 500 grams of porridge oats, and porridge oats are really filling, so you can't go wrong with an oaty breakfast. So I'm basically just browning the porridge oats with the butter. It's not on a high heat, I think it's on a low to medium heat. And then add in 250 grams of caster sugar and let that cook for a couple of minutes, I think. You can add like different kinds of sugar, like brown sugar, that'll be nice. I didn't have any in the house, so I just went for caster sugar. And then a couple of tablespoons of golden syrup. I think I added about 5 or 6, or you can just add no sugar and add just golden syrup. It's up to you, but there's plenty of ingredients online that you can follow, but this is straightforward enough. So yeah, mix everything together, and then I turn the pan off, added in the dark and white chocolate chips. This is optional. You can add raisins, sultanas, whatever you like really. And just mix that all together. And then I split that between 2 cake tins. Pressed it down with the back of a spoon. And then pop that in the oven as well for about 15 minutes or until golden brown. Make sure you slice the flapjacks while it's still warm, otherwise it's difficult to slice. Like they get tough and hard and you can't slice it very easily. These are perfect for on the go as well, or when you're in a rush. The next thing I made were these berry pancakes, which are basically just pancakes with a couple of strawberries and raspberries added. You can add whatever you like again, or just add nothing if you want just plain pancakes. So I'm just slicing up my berries. So to a large mixing bowl, add 3 eggs and then 260 milliliters of milk. Whisk that well. Add in some plain flour, so 270 grams of that. And then 4 tablespoons of caster sugar, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and then sift that into the mixing bowl. And then just give that a good old mix, why don't you? It was a little bit lumpy, so I mixed it with a whisk again to make it nice and smooth. And then add in your berries or whatever else you want to add to it, if you want to add anything. Grease a frying pan and make your pancakes really after that, obviously. And you can freeze these or put them in the fridge and just pop them in the toaster as and when you need them. The last thing I made were these yummy salami, potato and cheese waffles. So the first thing I did was peel and chop a load of potatoes. You'll need around 4 cups of grated potatoes. I just popped them in the mini chopper because ain't nobody got time to grate. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I enjoy grating, which is really weird. And then 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of plain flour, 4 tablespoons of sunflower oil, 160 ml of milk, some spring onion. I'm basically just reading off the screen. I'm sure you can manage just fine without me. And then half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then a couple of slices of salami chopped, so 100 grams of that. You could put chicken, you could put whatever you like. And then I put 100 grams of cheese in, and I thought I'd add a bit of coarse black pepper and just mix that really, really well until you've got a nice sludgy kind of mixture. So if you don't have a waffle maker, you can easily just make them into pancakes, which is what I did for a few of them. So first of all, I'm greasing the waffle maker. Make sure you grease it well, otherwise the waffles are going to stick to the plates, and you don't want that. No, it's just messy, and we don't like mess. So I made some in the waffle maker, and I thought I'd make a couple on the frying pan to save time as well, while I waited for the waffles to be made. So don't they look so yummy? They were actually very tasty. If you grease them well, like, they come out easily as well. So there's a couple of pancake style ones, and then the waffles. And there's all of the breakfast items I prepped. Should last a week or two, hopefully, especially the flapjacks. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else I was going to say. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas. Give the video a thumbs up if it did. Jazakallah, thank you so much for watching. Inshallah, I'll see you soon. Take care. Salam. Bye.